Oh hey guys, so we got the drift fixed. This is a great game. Stay tuned for a video on how we did the work. So we got the game down here in the basement. Again, it's non-working. This is a game we bought at the auction. I know it's kind of hard to see. I'm going to have to put some better lighting on here. This is our game. It's the Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. It's made by Raw Thrills. The game came in non-working from the auction. It looks really nice. It's not getting a signal to the monitor. As you can see, there's the seat for it. So let's get this game checked out here. First of all, we need to plug it in. So let me get that going. Alright, so here's the cord. Alright, so we hear the game starting up. Let's see what happens here. There's the marquee light. We've got some LED lighting on the bottom, and we get the no signal on the display. So that's what we get, and that's the same thing it had at the auction. It goes away and it comes back. So we know it's not getting a signal. The game's not loading up. So let's go ahead and unplug it and take a look at what we got here. I'm going to go ahead and shut it off, and I'm going to plug a light in here. Let me grab a light, guys. Well, I'll tell you, this thing was a nightmare to get down in the basement. If you can only imagine, I've only got about 6 steps into my basement. But anyways. So we're getting a light on here, guys. Alright. So I've taken the back door off the game prior to starting my video here. Got a light on back here. Got my camera on a tripod, so we're going to just take a look at what we got going on here. See what we got. We're not getting a signal to the monitor, so we can tell that something's not going right. I don't know, can you guys see that? Let me just do a little adjustment here. So here's the computer. These newer games are run on a computer. You can see that the monitor's plugged in there. And it's got a splitter, but the splitter is they're all like that. Not sure exactly why. We can tell that, I don't know if you can see up there, but we can see that the monitor is plugged in up here with the VGA cable. So we can tell that everything is plugged in. So the next step would be to figure out why we're not getting a signal. I'll probably have to pull the computer out here and see if we can get, let's see. Alright. Let me see, we're going to need to take this computer out. My guess is going to be, based on experience, it's probably going to be this video card here. There's a video card that's inside the computer. And a lot of times these do go out. It's a common problem. This is the Dell computer version. They also made a version of this game with the Microtel computer. So this one's the Dell version. Alright guys, so let's get to taking this computer out. I'm going to need a few tools here. Get these plugs unplugged. This is the I/O board. This communicates with the, there we go, that's good. Communicates with the controls of the game. There's power for that. We've got a couple USB plugs. Of course, we got our audio and our power. Alright. Oh. So, alright, I'll be right back, guys. Got to grab a tool here to get this computer out. Okay. So we got a couple couple screws here to remove the bracket that's holding this computer down. So we'll go ahead and take these off. Alright. That looks simple enough. And we got a couple more over here on this side. Loosen these guys up here. Alright. There's the bracket. I'm going to go ahead and take this computer out. And we'll go put it on. I'm at the basement here, so I don't have a bench downstairs here. But we'll be right back to you. I'm going to put this on a table so we can check it out. Okay, we're back. Got the computer pulled out here. Don't really have a bench here at my basement, but we're going to take this cover off this Dell computer. Find out what the heck we got going on here. Alright. So these are just a typical computer, basically. It's got your auxiliary video card though. They run a special video card. This computer has onboard video here, if you can see that. But then it's also got the auxiliary card, which the game uses to display the game graphics on the monitor. It uses this different kind of plug here. So, alright, anyways, I suspect the video card's bad. It's a pretty common problem. So anyways, we're going to first of all, we're going to see if this computer powers up. Grab my power cord here before we take this video card out. Alright. So let's find the power button here. Oh, I know it's around here somewhere. There it is. Okay, the computer's not going to power up here, I believe, because it's got the I/O board here installed. So we'll have to, let's do this, guys. Let's take this harness off. We're going to pull out this video card. As you can see here, it plugs into the computer. I don't know. You can see what I got going on here, but this is what's added on for the game. So we're going to take that out. Now we're going to plug in our power back into the motherboard. This basically makes it back into a factory computer, a regular desktop computer. So let's see what happens here. Okay, so you guys, can you hear that? The computer's powering up, and you can see down here we've got some lights going on. I don't know if you can see down there, but so the lights are blinking. We've got a light on over here. So we know the computer's working. So that's a good sign. The RAM is in place. The computer's powering on. What we can do, just to be sure that we've got everything going correctly, we can shut this computer back down and we'll run a test on the power supply here. I've got a little tester I use. Let me grab that, guys. Alright, we're going to plug in our power supply tester here and just make sure our power supply is putting out the correct voltage. Okay, so that looks good. You can hear it beeping there. So we know our power supply is good in our computer. And it boots up. So, and we could always, if we really wanted to, we could plug a screen or a monitor into the back of this on the onboard video and get a picture. Of course, it wouldn't load the game because it would tell us there's an error. So we're going to take this video card out. Let's see here. Alright. Alright, let's see if we can get this thing figured out. There we go. Alright. So I suspect this guy's bad. And I keep these in stock at my shop, so I'm going to grab one real quick. I brought one home with me, so I'll be right back to you here. Okay. Alright, so here's our replacement card. And this card only works with the Dell computers. If you have the Microtel version of this game, computer version of this game, you have to get that specific video card. So we're going to install this back in. We're going to plug this guy back into the motherboard, like so. Let's see if I can't get this thing in here. Alright. There we go. And if I can figure out how this guy goes back on there. I think there's a little track it slides in. Yeah, there it is. So we're going to do that. Maybe. Alright, just like that. There we go. It's real important to make sure you reconnect these cables here. This makes it back in to the, moves the power into this right here. So then the game can turn the computer on and off by this port right here. So we've got that back in. We're going to recheck our connections here. Got our power, our video card secure. Everything's plugged back in. And we're going to put our lid back on the game here, if I can figure out how this goes. Alright. So I think it was this card here that was bad. It doesn't look bad. If we take a close look, I don't know if you can see the capacitors, but you know, they're not puffed up, or you know, I don't know, I can't see anything on it, but they do go bad. So anyways, there's that. Alright, so let's go back to the game here. I'm going to grab the computer and the camera, and we'll head this way. So we got our video card into the computer, and we're going to put the computer back into the game here. My camera's running out of space on my video card, so I've got to make this video pretty quick here. So we're going to plug everything back into the game. The computer in. Of course, we got our I/O board here. We want to plug it in. Make sure you tighten up your connections here. Very important. And we've got a USB cable. We've got another USB cable. And we've got our audio. And then we've got our monitor here. We'll plug that in here too. Alright, we'll get this tightened down. Make sure we got everything going here. Alright. So let's get power back to the game here. So I got our power supply plugged into the game, and all our other wires are connected. So let's walk around the front here and see what we have. I've got my remote that turns my games on. I'll give it a push here. Alright. So there's our marquee light turning on. We got the no signal at first because the computer takes a minute to boot. Alright, and there you have it. We fixed the game. Awesome. I thought that might have been the problem. So I hope you found this information useful, and stay tuned. Next week we're going to go to another auction and we're going to buy a couple more games, and I'm going to have a lot more tech videos coming up very soon. I'm glad you guys were able to tune in and watch this one, and please subscribe and like to my channel. Thank you very much. Check out our website, www.arcaderescue911.com, and Also check us out on Facebook. Thanks guys.